space we have here tonight. Nice lighting. My name is Edzi'u. I'm a Taltan and Takuba Shingit sound artist and performance artist and musician, composer. I'm of the Raven clan, Tsatskia, and also the Kokotan house. My great-grandfather used to call us of two, which means Tolpina, and this is because between our clan area is between our territories, my Taltan and Takuba Shingit territories. Our clan area is right in the middle. It's called Chesley. And when I was 19, my grandmother took me back to Chesley of our clan area. And when she got off the helicopter, she dropped to her knees and she kissed the ground. You see, my grandmother, she was taken from Chesley in a blue pickup truck from Telegraph Creek and brought to Lower Post Residential School with her sisters. During that trip, she gave me 2 CDs of my great-grandmother and my great-great-grandmother's stories, language, and songs. And out of these stories, I created my first album, Kima'ani, which is available on Spotify and iTunes. Thank you. And you can find it under my name, Edzi'u. So make sure you go home or take out your phone right now, follow Instagram, follow. Yeah. My songs are vessels of tradition, and as a 5th generation storyteller, recorder, I record sounds. My great-grandfather used to record sounds, used to record himself. Same as my grandmother, my great-grandmother. My father is a filmmaker, so I come from a long line of storytellers, and it's always just been a part of our family wealth. And tonight, I'm going to share a small piece of my first album, Kima'ani, and a couple tracks off my upcoming in this spring. And just let's take a deep breath with me. Sit back and let's explore these sounds together. This is a little piece of how I interpret my own family wealth. And welcome to my inner world. Shish Madi.
Accept God's truth. True story.
I'm inland Clinket.
Talk about what your nations are.
Okay, wait.
What's your name?
Tara,
1 second. Can you talk about what your nations are?
Raven, and Crow, and Raven.
Are those your nations or your clans?
Clans.
What nation are you?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What does nation mean? What does nation mean?
Are you Haida?
No,
Are you Niska?
no.
What nation are you?
Telltale?
And?
Cricket? What does nation mean? What does nation
Cricket.
mean? Cricket. What does nation mean?
What kind? Do you live in the ocean or do you live by the rivers?
Rivers?
Which is inland, right? So you're inland Tlingit?
Yes.
Can you see that?
I'm inland Cricket.
Say, I'm inland Tlingit.
I'm inland Cricket. I'm inland Cricket. I'm inland Cricket. I'm inland Cricket.
Thank you. Yeah, you can clap. So that track is called What Does Nation Mean? And I was visiting with my little sister. And we were talking, I was talking to them about where they were from, who they were, and I was recording. And my little sibling said, as you heard, I said, well, what nation are you? And they were like, what does that mean? And it became the whole basis for the entire album, Kimahani, which means let's go home, or to go home. This next track I wrote while I was sitting with a dear friend of mine who's Squamish from this territory, and we were talking about the impacts of colonization in the context of where we were. We were in music school together, and we were recording, and this is how I first began to write the album, as it was part of a project I was recording for at school, and out of that conversation came the basis for this next song. It's called Stone Women. I don't know, it's like recording, talking. Well, I'm recording for my, what my project is right now. And maybe I'll just show you. I'm a stone, I made. Human Because our families, when they were in the schools, they just got shut down for asking things, or they got in trouble, they got like beat for that. So now that old way is like all misconstrued. It's all like there's like a hurt around it. So it's hard. Some people react in the same way. Sometimes you ask too many questions, you react like this nuns did. next track I wrote. It's off the upcoming album. It's called Split in Two, and I wrote it initially with my cousin in my grandmother's house in Dease Lake, and my grandmother has this beautiful house. Every wall is red cedar. So you can imagine how it would feel to be inside the house and how it smells and the sound that it carries. And my cousin is an amazing singer. Her name is Jasmine Edzi'u. She won the TD Songwriter Prize a few years ago for Best Indigenous Songwriter. And we were discussing how it feels to be artists and musicians wanting to be home, both being raised part in our home and part other places, and that struggle and push between being home in our territory and also being in the city or being wherever we are in order to do our art. So the song is called Split in Two.
Should I stay, you know? It's just always there.
Split bones track is called You Don't Want to Know Me. And I wrote this track when I was in a practice room at school. I was at a piano, and I just got in a fight with my mom. And my mom, you know, we have a lot of cultural differences. My mom is non-native. And we can have a really difficult relationship. So I began to write this song with her in mind, but the song evolved into being more of processing my feelings of living in this world as an Indigenous person in this colonial world, and coming up against so much white supremacy in these territories. So this is You Don't Want to Know Me. With this song, and it's available on my website and YouTube and all that. So thank you so much for coming to the show tonight, everyone. And this is my last song. It's called Celebration.
By your actions, you can tell how a person feels.